Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Sea Dragon Battle powered by MSI and sponsored by A-Data. Today we have on our hands Mith.Trust from Thailand, going to be going up against PowerPlay from Philippines. My name is Arctic Shadow, and I'll be your caster for today. So let's jump straight into the bans if they have already been started here. We see Razor, Faceless Void, Doombringer, as well as Lycan being banned so far in this game. Nothing much to say about these four heroes except they are always banned out in the first banning phase, unless if they're not, they're gonna be picked up. So Razor, a really strong push hero. Faceless Void, strong offlane as well as can play it as a safe lane carry as well. Doombringer, just overall really strong hero with the Doom, able to initiate and counter initiate really well. Lycan, once he picks up on those few items, once he gets that Necromonicon book, he's gonna be able to push down lane so fast that you're not even gonna be able to defend them in the blink of an eye. So yeah, as we said, today we have Mith.Trust as well as PowerPlay here. Mith.Trust will be playing on the Dire side. So let's take a quick look at some player profiles here that we have today. In position 1, we have My Pro from Thailand. As you can see there, his favorite heroes, if so far in tournament picks, are Dragon Knight as well as Invoker. So far Invoker not banned out, so we might see a Invoker picked up, but so far we see a Brewmaster actually being picked up, so he is probably going to be playing the Brewmaster that goes to the middle lane. In position 2, we have Lakels, who is the carry player, who actually plays a lot of Razor as well as that Ember Spirit. So really interesting to see that they actually decided to ban out the Razor instead. In position 3, we have KYT playing the offlane, whose favorite heroes are of course Tidehunter as well as that Bat Rider. And the two supports. In position 4, we see Noki, who plays a lot of jungling heroes, I guess. Enigma as well as that Enchantress, really strong jungler. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of that in this game. So yeah, and finally wrapping up the Mith.Trust team is of course Momo, who plays the 5th position, playing Shadow Shaman and Shadow Demon as his top picks here so far in tournament play. So a really solid team coming from Mith.Trust, and right now picking up the first 2 heroes, we see Ancient Apparition as well as Brewmaster, and their bans have already been done as well. We see Shadow Shaman as well as Death Prophet being banned out here. Shadow Shaman is a really interesting hero because so far in this entire tournament we have actually seen him being picked up in almost every single game that was played. So he's one of the best supports right now in this game, with the amount of lockdown as well as burst that he has from that Ethereal Lightning early on in the game. And once he reaches that level 6, he's going to be able to push down towers really fast as well. So if you take a look at Mith.Trust's bans right now, you see that Razor, Death Prophet as well as Shadow Shaman are being banned out here, along with the Faceless Void. It's very push heavy heroes, I would say. Once Razor picks up an early axe, he can push down towers really quickly as well. So definitely not wanting to go up against a push strat, which is PowerPlay. So taking a look at PowerPlay's bans here, we see Doombringer, Lycan, Morphling as well as Naga Siren. So lots of carries actually being banned out by PowerPlay's side. Doombringer, Lycan as well, both Morphling as well as Naga Siren are really strong carries. So I guess they just don't want to deal with, these hard carries in the game. As you see their heroes being picked up right now, we see Tidehunter, overall really strong hero, be able to initiate as well as counter initiate really well with the Ravage. Viper, of course, going to probably go up against the Brewmaster mid, which he will probably have a decent time going up against the Brewmaster at that middle lane. He's going to be able to harass him, going to be able to force Brewmaster back a little bit, and Brewmaster's going to have a little bit of a tougher time to actually get farm. Shadow Demon, again a really strong support hero, but usually paired with a hero like Mirana, Kanka, so it'd be really interesting to see who they will be pairing him with. So let's take a look at the PowerPlay team instead, who I believe this is their maiden tournament. So in position 1, we see Cartman from the Philippines. He is mid-roll. We don't have much information on that, but in the previous game that they played yesterday, he did pick up Shadow Fiend. So far his tournament picks have been Shadow Fiend. In position 2, we see Van playing the carry role for his team. His favorite heroes are of course Lycan as well as Axe, which is interesting to see because as a carry player and your favorite hero being, one of your favorite heroes being Axe, it's not the conventional style that you see. So maybe they switch up their roles in the team as well. But this is the standard roles that they have so far. In position 3, the offlane, we see Emiru playing the Tidehunter really well. So this time around in this game as well, they have the Tidehunter available for him. So he's probably going to take that to the off lane, or he might even be a safe lane farmer while they go a tri lane along with their carry. We'll wait and see. In the 4th position, we have Danielle, whose favorite heroes are Mirana as well as that Shadow Demon. So Shadow Demon also picked up in this game. So it's going to be really interesting to see a few of these players actually getting the heroes that they actually want to play in this game. And finally, in 5th position, we have Grimto, who plays a lot of Rubik as well as that Disruptor. So right now, after we have seen both teams, it is going to be again a Thailand versus Philippines matchup. Both teams have actually lost their first game yesterday, so this is still the group stage where 8 teams are competing it out against each other, and they will play each other at least once in the game. Mith.Trust losing to Titan in their first game yesterday, and PowerPlay, I believe, losing to First Departure. The highlight of yesterday, of course, was the Invasion. Invasion, one of the top teams in Malaysia, but actually taking down 2 of the counterparts in the form of Titan as well as Arrow Gaming. They took 2 games, 1 game off each of those teams, pushing Arrow to a 0-1 score and Titan to a 1-1. So really good job to Invasion yesterday as Kachikimba, as we did cast the game between Invasion against Arrow, where Kachikimba played a really good game overall, really solid as well. So congratulations to Invasion yesterday for going 2-0. So hopefully they will be able to continue in their fine form and bring Malaysia proud. So yeah, but getting back into this game, so picks are getting more and more done as we see the teams roster coming together. Nature's Prophet now being picked up by Mith.Trust, probably going to be their off lane here. It'd be interesting to even see him going to be played as a jungler, but I don't think so. It's probably going to be an off lane Nature's Prophet here, and the Jakiro as the 4th and 5th position being picked up by PowerPlay. So this is a really interesting support combo in the form of Shadow Demon as well as Jakiro. Shadow Demon, he does have that disrupt, which does a lot of. It locks down the hero there to set up skills like Mirana's Arrow, Kanka's Torrent, and whatnot. But it also can be used to set up a Jakiro's Ice Path to set up the stun for him. And along with that Viper, should Viper go to safe lane unless they pick up a carry hero right now, that's a pretty decent combination for Jakiro and Shadow Demon to roam around. The support combination of those two are definitely pretty good. I would have actually preferred to see something like a Mirana. It wasn't banned out, so Shadow Demon and Mirana, really good combination. Solid combination that has been tried and tested, as you see Chuan from IG as well playing it all the time. So yeah, but still really strong combination, and it's going to be interesting to see how they actually lane this. Will they go a safe lane tri lane, or will they go aggressive off lane to actually match against Mith.Trust's tri lane, in fact. So final bans coming out from both teams are going to be Luna for Mith.Trust and Spectra for PowerPlay. So again, PowerPlay just banning out all the hard carries in this game. Spectra, Nagasara, Morphling, Lycan as well as the Doombringer. So just really solid carry bans, but that's left a wide opening for a lot of mid players as well. Like Brewmaster was picked up early, so they didn't have actually to ban any mid heroes in the form of maybe Invoker, some strong heroes like Invoker, even Queen of Pain maybe here in this game. But yeah, a lot of carries being banned out here, and Mith.Trust is indeed in need of a carry right now. They have their off lane Nature's Prophet, they have their mid Brewmaster, and they have their 4th and 5th position supports so far in this game. But yeah, Luna being the final ban of Mith.Trust as well, as PowerPlay did need the hard carry, and they actually opt to go for the Weaver. So Weaver is going to provide a lot of mobility as a carry for this team, which is really strong when you're going up against an Earthshaker as well as an Ancient Apparition. If you look at Mith.Trust's team, they have quite a bit of lockdown. Well, not a lot. Like Ancient Apparition, he can slow. Earthshaker with a Fissure Block, can put you in a tough situation sometimes as a carry, especially if you're playing something like a Luna or even a Juggernaut. It can be tough when you get Fissure Blocked and you get separated from your team. But as a Weaver, you're going to be able to Sakuchi out of there and get yourself out of those tough situations. And this also forces Mith.Trust to invest in Dust and to invest in Sentry Wards for their team in order to actually spot out Weaver as well. So Brewmaster at that middle lane probably going to go up against Viper, as we said earlier. So Brewmaster's going to have a pretty tough time here. But their final pick for Mith.Trust, I would like to... Oh, wow. Actually, Draw Ranger going to be picked up. I would have seen Lifestealer as a really good choice for their team as well. Lifestealer... looking at the PowerPlay side, Shadow Demon, Jakiro, Tidehunter as well. So much lockdown coming out from PowerPlay's team. They could have actually gone with Lifestealer, but they opting to go for the Jaw Ranger, which is not something we see all too often, but definitely a really strong hero in the form of a carry as well. And you know, Lakels, he is famous for that Jaw Ranger if I'm not mistaken. So pause right at the start of the game, but it's gonna be on pause right now as we get straight into the game. Let's see how the lanes are gonna match up. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Sea Dragon battle powered by MSI, sponsored by A-Data. Right now in this game we have PowerPlay from Team Philippines going up against Team Mith.Trust from Thailand. So right now it does look like it is going to be a safe lane try for Mith, whereas the whole PowerPlay team are moving as 5. Yesterday we did see them do the exact same thing, and they were able to pick up the first blood kill over First Departure. However, First Departure did make their way back into the game and eventually won. So right now Ancient Apparition is trying to scout this out, but he has to be really careful not to actually engage against this team because they are moving at F5 and they can easily burst this here Ancient Apparition down. Earthshaker is moving to ward the lane, ward the river as well as the rune, and there you go. Ancient Apparition gonna spot out this, and he's gonna be able to get back. So a bit of a aggressiveness from PowerPlay moving into the jungle, maybe gonna try and block off a few camps. Should Nature's Prophet actually go to the bottom lane and be zoned out, he can actually rotate to the jungle, so maybe even a few sentry wards or wards placed down to actually block out those jungle camps to actually stop and to totally lock down this Nature's Prophet. But as the game is going to be paused yet again, it does seem like Jakiro, it is going to be a try versus try at the top. So it's going to be Jakiro, Shadow Demon as well as Weaver to go up against Earthshaker, AA as well as that Jaw Ranger. So right now it does look like if they play their cards right, I would say that Shadow Demon, PowerPlay has a better tri lane at the top because, you know, Weaver with that mobility, he's going to be really hard to take down. So Mith.Trust, they're not going to be able to focus down the carries. Oh, as a really good wards being placed down here. The Observer ward placed down by Earthshaker was placed down earlier. Oh, and actually Weaver denying his own ward, so denying the 100 gold, the extra gold for the supports of that Mith.Trust team now, as Shadow Demon spots out the Earthshaker, Ancient Apparition, disrupt onto him, followed by the Ice Pop, taking a lot of damage. Sakuchi gonna cool down, that's not gonna be even needed, as he is gonna be able to get the first blood, and some early aggression coming out from PowerPlay. And Ice Pop gonna connect with Jaw Ranger as well, but he's probably gonna be able to get out of here as disruption not available just yet on that Shadow Demon. So really good play by PowerPlay, able to take down that AA in the jungle to give them an early lead here in this game, with Weaver getting the first blood kill as well. That's gonna help boost his farm quite a bit, as I hear yet another fissure block. So just some harass, I think, or maybe that was a misclick. I'm not too sure because the fissure block didn't exactly hit anything there. Going back to the middle lane here, we see Viper against that Brewmaster, and again, like I said, Brewmaster will have a slightly tougher time, but he should be able to hold his ground against that Viper as well. But if Viper does what he does best, which is harass, as top lane disrupt onto Jaw Ranger, followed by an Ice Pop, and Mith.Trust are gonna lose yet another hero. Shadow Demon dropping really low, but he's gonna be just fine. AA caught way off position here, trying to help out his partner in crime, which is the Jaw Ranger, but unfortunately will pay for it with his life as well. Nice fissure block, gonna stop out this Weaver from backing off for now, as Jaw Ranger TPs to that top lane, but he's not gonna be able to pick up a consolation kill, as PowerPlay, this Philippine team, taking advantage, pushing forward now. Yet another disruption, yet another Ice Pop, as Tsukushi goes in, does some damage, and Jaw Ranger gets taken down yet again. 4-0 for PowerPlay. There's lots of action coming up at this top lane, and this is what exactly I was talking about. The aggression that PowerPlay has in this game is insane at this top. You know, the disruption combo followed by the Ice Pop, and you know, the mobility of that Weaver is just doing work here at this top lane, and they are pulling forward over the Thai team here in this game, and they definitely have to, you know, try and respond to this. Mith.Trust may have to even rotate their lanes a little bit, because down at the bottom lane we see Nature's Prophet going up against Tidehunter, and Tidehunter is not having a bad time at all. He's 5-0 compared to a Nature's Prophet who is 9-4. So they might have to even maybe rotate the lanes a little bit here to give Jaw Ranger the space he needs to actually pick up on his farm, because right now he's not having a good time at the top lane at all, and this is gonna lead to some very bad late games, and they're gonna have to drag this game out a little bit longer than they actually might have wanted to here in this game. So right now the supports of PowerPlay have rotated. They are going towards the bottom lane to maybe try and pick off this Nature's Prophet. They do have a smoke. Yep, they have a smoke on this Jakiro, so only time before a few seconds before they actually use the smoke and maybe try to go for a smoke gank onto that Nature's Prophet. And it's gonna be a pretty easy gank, I believe, as Tidehunter no points up on the Gush just yet, but he does have 1 point in hand. As top lane we do see Weaver trying to just harass this Draw Ranger a little bit more, and there you go. Here comes the supports. Disrupt onto that Nature's Prophet. Here comes the Ice Path. Gush gonna be pointed up here, and he's gonna be able to take down this Nature's Prophet. He's gonna try and TP out of there, but to no avail, as 5-0 right now in favor of PowerPlay as they take a commanding lead here in this game. Taking a look at middle lane as well, Viper sitting at 10 kills and 5 denies, actually losing out here to Brewmaster, who is sitting at 16 and 6. So really interesting to see there at this middle lane that Brewmaster is actually enjoying a tougher time. At this top lane though, they are going to try and go for the kill, and with those fissure blocks along with the damage coming out from Joe Ranger as well as AA, they will be able to secure the kill onto that Weaver, pulling one back here, which is really much needed here for the Mith.Trust team. So yeah, as action starts to slow down a little bit, as the supports of both teams just starting to roam around a little bit, picking up the Jakiro, actually activating the double damage rune. He is rotating towards that middle lane to maybe try and help out this Viper with that Brewmaster, who has that invisibility rune. He may want to try and go on this with that Earthshaker at that middle lane as well. He may think about actually trying to go for the kill. No, invisibility actually gonna finish here, but with that Drunken Haze, this also forces Viper to back off a little bit and not play too aggressively, because he's not gonna be able to get those last hits as easy as he would have liked. Top lane, let's take a look at how Weaver is doing. He's sitting at 15 and 2 compared to Joe Ranger 15 and 4. So Joe has actually really you know, he's actually gotten back into this game. He's recovered really well after falling twice now at that top lane. So the advantage for PowerPlay is not all too commanding right now. As you can see from the goal difference, it's only a 1k goal difference, but then again, it's 5 minutes into this game. But what's needed for this PowerPlay team, in fact, is they do have those levels. Excuse me. Shadow Demon trying to go for that disrupt onto Jaw Ranger. In fact, he will have to disrupt himself defensively, as the Ice Path is going to connect here with that AA. Weaver going in, trying to do his damage onto AA. He's dropping really low, but he may not be able to pick him off, as AA finally will be able to drop down. And here comes the Brewmaster. He's going to TP to the top lane, clap onto Jakiro as he overcommitted there a little bit too much. So Nature's Prophet is going to join the fray of things as well. The Earthshaker stun is going to be able to take down Shadow Demon, as now Nature's Prophet wants some blood. He's gonna spot out that Weaver. He has the Sprout on cooldown, but Weaver is just gonna be able to Sakuchi away. Not sure where he's trying to go, but he is gonna move deeper into the jungle of Mith.Trust as they pick up 2 kills here. 6 and 3 in favor of PowerPlay. Mith.Trust able to pull a few kills back here, and yeah, the whole team now rotated towards that top lane. AA moving to that middle lane to maybe try and pick up his level 6 as early as he can, because once he picks up that Ice Blast, he's gonna be able to, you know, be a little bit more global. He's gonna help out his team more in ganks, and that's gonna be a really annoyance for PowerPlay as well. As right now they're gonna TP to that bottom lane. Here comes Ravage with that Tidehunter with that Ravage connecting on 4 heroes here, as Nature's Prophet is gonna fall down. Joe Ranger caught by the Ice Path is gonna get taken down as well. Brewmaster gonna be able to split up here. He's trying to do his best against this Weaver. Unfortunately, he's just gonna be able to tornado that Shadow Demon and gonna try and get out of here. But no, I don't think he's actually gonna go for the kills here, but he's not gonna be able to do that, as now Shadow Demon with that magic stick still available. Maybe he might be able to go for the kills here. Gush not available, as he does not have enough mana, this Tidehunter, to slow Brewmaster down, and Brewmaster will be able to get out there as PowerPlay takes down 3 heroes to extend their lead yet again. Nature's Prophet now TPing towards that middle lane. I do not actually agree with this. I would have actually appreciated to see him give AA some EXP at that middle lane, because he definitely needs to get that Ice Blast soon, as he does TP and just instantly backs off into the jungle to maybe try and pick up on some farm. Bottom lane, we see Joe rotating there and able to pick up on more farm for himself as well, as is what desperately needed for this Mith.Trust team. Taking a look at both teams right now, though, I would say that Mith.Trust definitely has the better mid game, but PowerPlay might have the better late game. In fact, you know, with that Weaver, with that Tidehunter, with the Ravage, once he picks out on that early Blink Dagger, as now Shadow Demon might be looking for some blood here. He tries to find that Earthshaker. Weaver will be able to use his Swarm skill to actually spot out Earthshaker, but that's going to be it. And just some scouting and just some harass down onto Earthshaker as Brewmaster will TP to that top lane. AA still at the middle lane, now covering this Joe Ranger as he rotates to that middle to try and continue his farm. Tidehunter doing a really good job, already has his Arcane boost, 500 gold in the bank so far with 26 CS and 2 kills in his name. He will be able to pick up his dagger hopefully by the 11-minute mark. That'll be a good timing for him to pick it up, and that's going to help him a lot and his team in terms of his initiation. You know, with that dagger, he's going to be able to blink in, get those ravages off, and Mith.Trust, they're going to be in some trouble here if they allow him to do so. But that's not much they can do to actually stop him, because right now he's just too tanky, and it's going to take a lot more than just an AA to actually stop his farm. He is, of course, level 8 as well, so... Yep, right now, 8 minutes into this game. Oh, top lane, we see some action. Ice Pop gonna connect with 3. Brewmaster is there. He's gonna use his Primal Split. He's gonna stun onto Shadow Demon. And here comes the Nature's Prophet ulti, taking down 2 heroes. Weaver will fall as well as they get 3 kills at that top lane. Well done by Brewmaster, microing his heroes to perfection as he's able to take down 3 heroes along with Nature's Prophet's ulti to assist in those 3 kills at the top lane. So really good pickoffs by Mith.Trust as they pull themselves back into this game. Taking a look at the gold difference, they were just about ahead by 2,000 gold, but with that 3 hero kill, they deduct their lead, their deficit by a good 1,000, and in fact now actually dropping by a lot more. And here we see Joe Ranger actually going for an early Roshan kill. Really interesting to see that he is able to pick up an early Roshan kill with the helps of the Nature's Call coming out from Nature's Prophet, as he will get solo EXP, boosting himself up to level 8. Along with that Aegis, he does have now a Power Chest, Ring of Aquila, as well as 1,000 gold in the bank. He's gonna probably go for maybe a Shadow Blade, maybe even going for an early Manta style. So BKB though is definitely needed for him in this game. But yeah, really quick Roshan, 9 minutes into this game by Mith.Trust, as now Disruption gonna land onto Brewmaster. He does not have his Primal Spirit up just yet. He has to be really careful. Gush gonna be landed on the creep kills, as Ravage gonna be used to commit to the kill, as Brewmaster just gets taken down by the combination of this power play team. Middle lane though, we see Ice Pop gonna connect with Earthshaker, but it is gonna be Jakiro that falls instead, as Viper tries to maybe dive onto this AA, but he does have that Highest Blast up, which contributes to the kill of taking down the Jakiro, as Mith.Trust pulls kills back and back again. It's now only 10-7 in favor of power play. This game is dead even right now if you take a look at the gold graph. In fact, it's actually Mith.Trust who's pulled ahead by 1,000 gold. In terms of EXP instead, let's take a look. EXP, they are ahead by 1,000 EXP. Oh, actually, sorry, I was looking at the wrong tab. Difference in gold is actually still in favor of PowerPlay, who are ahead by about 1,000 gold right now. But that's not too bad for 11 minutes into this game. And Mith.Trust, they definitely have the advantage right now. So far, they have been winning their clashes. They have been catching off heroes from PowerPlay, and they definitely have to be really careful here, PowerPlay. So let's take a look at quick items 11 minutes into this game. Shadow Demon already picking up his Urn of Shadows along with his Magic Wand, as well as the Boots of Speed. On the Weaver, we see going with the greedy build here. He has the Hand of Midas, he has his Ring of Aquila, as well as a Ring of Health, so definitely going for the Lincoln Sphere, no doubt about that. On the Jakiro, we see a Staff of Wizardry actually being picked up here, so probably going to be building to it a staff, a Force Staff there, so not too sure. As the Smoke Gank, ooh, really bad initiate, really bad smoke buyback power play, as they're instantly going to be cancelled out here. The ward, the Observer ward by Mith.Trust in a well-placed position to actually spot that out. They instantly get cancelled and they instantly get taken down as Mith.Trust pulls forward yet again by 2 more kills. Here comes Tidehunter though, maybe trying to set something up. We were playing really aggressive, has not skilled into time lapse in fact, so he's in some trouble here as he gets blocked in the forest and he gets taken down. So Sentry Ward actually spotted him going into that jungle, into the forest, as he gets taken down. Tidehunter will be able to pick pick off Ancient Apparition here, along with the help of Jakiro, as Shadow Demon TPs to that bottom lane. But yeah, really big mistake there coming up from Weaver, not actually skilling into time lapse just yet. Defensive disrupt played onto that Jakiro, but it does look like Brewmaster will be able to get him down. Down he goes, Cyclone up onto that Shadow Demon, but Brewmaster, with time running out on his Primal Spirit, he's gonna have to maybe get out of here as he connects back together, as he's gonna be able to blink away as well. Viper is gonna join the fray of things. Tidehunter is gonna blink and gush onto that Earthshaker, but with that stun, that's gonna take him down really low. But Viper with that mechanism is gonna be able to bring his team back up a little bit more. And here comes Weaver to get a constellation kill onto Naki. I wouldn't say constellation kill, but to get another kill onto Naki. So Mith.Trust again pulling themselves back. Now 12 to 11 in favor of Mith.Trust. They definitely did a really good engage at that middle lane. This ward really helping them out a lot, forcing the smoke gank of PowerPlay to be absolutely obsolete, as they in turn turn things around onto them, picking up 3 kills of their own. So right now Brewmaster TPing to that bottom lane, maybe gonna try and go in and stop the push coming up from Viper as well as Weaver, as we see more heroes rotating. And you know, they do not want to let go of this bottom tier 1 tower. They definitely have control of the Roshan right now, but losing that middle tier 1 tower was a big blow to some map control. They do not want to lose the bottom one as well, because that will push the map control in favor of PowerPlay. And getting an early Aegis early on, they definitely will be able to pick up on the Roshan kill the moment it's up as well. And here we go, Fissure stun. Ice Blast gonna connect with 2 as well, but Ravage comes in connecting on 3. Primal Split not ready yet on Brewmaster as AA gets taken down. Viper taking some damage here from the illusions, but that's gonna be it, as he's gonna be able to clear them out. And good pickups by PowerPlay as the action turns to that middle lane. Here's Joe Ranger trying to pick down this mid tier 1 tower. Weaver has that point in time left, but does not have it on Q available right now, as he's not going to be able to stop the push of Mith.Trust, as they will be able to get the mid tier 1 tower and extend their gold lead yet again. Taking a look at the gold advantage right now, it is 3,000 gold in favor of them. Let's take a look at the net worth as well. 7,000 for that Nature's Prophet. He's actually the top farmer of the game. You know, he has been having some free farm, and he has been involved in a lot of those ganks, as we see one at this bottom lane. Ice Blast gonna connect as well. Nature's Prophet gonna be there as Brewmaster goes in with the clap, gonna be able to secure the kill onto this Tidehunter. So right now Mith.Trust, they are gonna try and maybe push down this bottom tier 1 tower as well, to try and maybe pressure PowerPlay a little bit more. PowerPlay had a really good start, 5-0 early on in the game, but Mith.Trust has come back strong, and they have taken the game in a commanding fashion right now. 13 to 12, they are still behind by 1 kill, but definitely not behind in terms of the game itself. PowerPlay, they definitely have to try and maybe set something up here, maybe set a few more smoke gangs up to try and pick off that Joe Ranger, pick off that Brewmaster, which is what they need. They definitely cannot take a full-on clash right now, because I don't think they're going to be able to. That Ravage is still on cooldown as well, and they don't have the damage, they just don't have the skills to deal with the clash that Mith.Trust, the power of the clash that Mith.Trust has right now. So smoke gank coming in by Mith.Trust, as they are moving around the map, trying to maybe pick off PowerPlay. So right now smoke gang gonna be not gonna be able to pick off anyone here by PowerPlay in the form of PowerPlay, but top lane though, Weaver is pretty pushed up pretty far. He does have a TP. He is going to be able to Sakuchi away and TP, sensing some danger. Ice Blast not going to connect here. I don't think they're going to be able to stop him, as he will be able to get away to safety. And another smoke gang of their own here from PowerPlay, as they are going to try and maybe catch off Mith.Trust here at this top lane. But Mith.Trust are moving as a team, and they sense something here, because they're gonna back off, and that smoke from PowerPlay is not gonna actually connect with anyone here. Essentially, we're gonna be placed down just you know, as a precaution, but that's gonna be it, as they're not gonna be able to actually find anyone out from the Mith.Trust team, as they're gonna be able to back off to safety. And that's gonna be it from PowerPlay, as their smoke is gonna be able to actually expire here, and the trend from Nature's Prophet is going to actually spot them out as well. So unfortunate for them that PowerPlay has not been able to get their smoke gangs off to a good start. In fact, using up 3 smokes so far and not picking off any heroes. Mith.Trust on the other hand has been able to get some good smoke gangs off, And right now they are pinging out this bottom lane, trying to maybe go for the tier 2 tower, and this is going to give them a lot more map control as well if they get it. I think PowerPlay definitely has to contest this. They cannot give away another free tower at this bottom lane. Viper has rotated to that bottom, but it does look like there's nothing that they're going to be able to do about it, as Mith.Trust will be able to secure the bottom tier 2 tower, further extending their lead in both gold, experience, as well as map control right now. And Roshan should be up soon, yeah, as it does look like it's going to be up in about 1 to 2 minutes. And Mith.Trust will definitely look to get that Roshan to maybe secure yet another Aegis for that Jaw Ranger, making it ever so harder for this PowerPlay to actually come back into this game. So right now Shadow Demon playing it really aggressively. Sentry Ward going to be placed down in this river to try and maybe spot out a rune, a ward, observer ward at that river, but not going to be able to connect with anything, as the haste rune by that Brewmaster, he's going to find Shadow Demon though, as he's going to be able to blink away in the nick of time, and with that haste rune he's going to be further from danger here. Bottom lane, we see PowerPlay grouping up, maybe gonna go for this bottom tier 1 tower to try and take it down, but not too sure if they're gonna be able to do so. Tier 1 tower definitely, but here comes Earthshaker. He's gonna blink in, he's gonna be able to get that ulti off, and he's gonna connect with all 5 heroes here, and it's gonna be a 5-man wipe for Mith.Trust. Mith.Trust getting a 5-man wipe onto PowerPlay, as PowerPlay gets absolutely demolished here. Not too sure if they saw that Earthshaker picked up that Blink Dagger. I think they did not know that Earthshaker actually had that Blink Dagger available to his name, and that actually led to the demise. They clumped up together here in this team fight, and you know, Earthshaker was just able to get a 5-man Echo Slam, and there you go. Down goes 1, down goes 2, followed by 3, 4, and 5, and this means high ground push by Mith.Trust. 19 minutes into this game, so this is really sad to see, because you know, PowerPlay, they had a really good start here in this game, going up 5-0 early on, but Mith.Trust is showing why they are the top team in Thailand, actually taking down the mid-tier 3 tower now, so pushing up high ground. They will be able to go, I mean, those Raxes are now vulnerable to the attacks of Mith.Trust. They are picking up the Roshan. It is not up just yet. It should be responding in about 30 seconds, so they're actually going to go in and check it up. But they know exactly that it's coming up soon. Even though they're not going to be able to spot it out now, they know it's coming up soon. So they're going to be able to secure another Roshan kill as well, and that's just going to extend their lead even more further. Gold wise, they have a 15,000 gold lead right now. That's such a huge commanding lead 20 minutes into this game, and as well as a 13,000 experience lead. I really don't see, you know, how PowerPlay are actually going to come back into this game. They really need to start picking off heroes, and they definitely have to take maybe 1 or 2 more team fights. Tidehunter is going to have to be a pivotal role here. He's going to have to go in at the right time to get off a good Ravage to secure maybe a few kills here. They have to definitely contest this Roshan as well, because I don't think if they give that Roshan, but Brewmaster though, he's going to go bottom lane with that mission, blink in, clap onto Viper, actually forcing his team to now back off and assist that Viper to prevent him from going down. But Roshan is in fact going to drop here to Mith.Trust. Nothing that PowerPlay can do about it. They had no vision in that area except this ward, but that's not going to give them sight of that Roshan kill, as they pick up another Aegis for that Jaw Ranger. So this is going to mean that they're going to be able to push down that high ground ever more easily. So we're gonna have to see if they are gonna be able to do so. Another smoke gang coming up here from Mith.Trust as they rotate towards that bottom lane. Brewmaster, the obvious bait here. He's gonna try and bait out PowerPlay from using up their skills onto him, and they are definitely in the background waiting to pounce, lurking around, just waiting for PowerPlay to make that mistake. And they definitely have no reason to actually doubt that, you know, someone's there. But no, here we go. Jaw Ranger is gonna be revealed along with AA as well. No, Earthshaker actually not revealed just yet, so he could easily go in here. Then, no, he's not going to be any vision there, as Brewmaster with the primal split is going to go up the high ground with that Jaw Ranger and that BKB, going to be able to take down Shadow Demon now. Viper going to get caught in a really awkward situation here as he gets taken down as well. Not just yet, Mechanism gonna keep him alive for now. Jaw Ranger gonna fall, but just with the Aegis, he's gonna be back up in 3, 2, and 1, and there you go. Here comes Tidehunter blinking in with the Ravage, connecting on 3. AA dropping really low, but he's not gonna actually fall here, as Tidehunter in turn is gonna fall due to the Echo Slam coming out from Earthshaker. BKB on that Weaver now. He's gonna come in, he's gonna take down 1, he's gonna take down 2. Will he be able to get more? That's the question. I don't think he's going to be able to do so. He's silenced right now as he gets time lapse. He's going to be able to survive for now. He's going to go in onto this Nature's Prophet. Swarm going to be used and to secure kill number 3 for him. Brewmaster, no primal split left on him. Joe Ranger actually coming back in, maybe trying to go for some kills here. Disruption gonna be used onto Jakiro to save his life, as Brewmaster will be able to blink away and TP out as well. And Joe Ranger dropping really low. He has to be really careful here. He does have that blink dagger, so he should be able to get away, and that's it. Lakels is gonna be able to get away, picking up a regeneration rune in fact, and he's gonna maybe actually look for some blood here, because he's looking to go back into the jungle, maybe to try and pick off on 1 or 2 more kills onto in the form of these supports here. Ooh, he's actually going to connect on Shadow Demon here. He's going to be able to silence him out. Ice Pop going to connect though, as Joe Ranger. Will he be able to secure the kill? He's alone, so he has to be really careful. Tidehunter blinks in with the Gush. Joe Ranger now looking to try and maybe slow him down, try to kite him out. He's trying to get an anchor smash here onto Joe Ranger. BKB going to be used to try and maybe pick off this kill onto Tidehunter, but he's getting kited in turn. And right now, Jakiro dropping really low as well. Ring Around the Rosie being played by both heroes, but here comes the support of Mith.Trust, picking up a kill onto Tidehunter, picking up a Jakiro, and picking up Shadow Demon. Weaver is only now going to respawn, and this is going to mean high ground yet again. Really well played by Lakels there, just delaying the clash at the bottom as he took on 3 heroes from Powerplay. And Mith.Trust, you know, just bought enough time for them to come in, and they will be able to pick off on 3 heroes in the jungle of their own. So right now, Mith.Trust, they are pushing down middle as well as pushing down bottom. They may look to get those creeps up the high ground and then go middle to actually get those Raxes down, or maybe it may even just go for the bottom Raxes. But however, Powerplay, the heroes are back up and they are ready to roll. No Ravage up on Tidehunter just yet. 19 seconds they have to deal with it. Will they be able to defend this? That is the question. Joe Ranger now, BKB still on cooldown, no Aegis for him as well. They're probably gonna have to back off here. Mith.Trust, I don't think they're gonna be able to push high ground, as Nature's Prophet is applying the pressure at that top lane, keeping all 3 lanes pushed out. This is gonna be really tough for Powerplay. They're gonna have to deal with a lot of Rat Dodo right now, as Sakuchi, used by Weaver, gonna maybe try and get the Nature's Prophet. So I'm not gonna connect here, as Nature's Prophet gonna be able to disguise himself with the Sprout and get away with his TP. So right now, AA joining Mith.Trust at that bottom lane, maybe trying to push down, as I do seem to be getting a bit of dropped frames. Hold on, let me check with the admin. Okay, sorry about that, as I'm getting some dropped frames from OBS from the server, as now Tidehunter blinking in, ravaging onto, connecting onto 2 here, but Earthshaker gonna use his ulti, Echo Slam connecting onto 2 as well, as I think this is gonna be GG here. Mith.Trust taking down 4 heroes, the lone survivor in the form of Weaver here. This means high ground, this means 2 lanes of Raxes and maybe even 3. I don't think Powerplay can actually come back from this. Mith.Trust is taking too huge an advantage early on in the mid game, and right now they are gonna be able to take down 2 lanes of Raxes, maybe even 3, and I don't think Powerplay is going to be able to do anything about it. And there you go, GG going to be called, as a commanding game being played by Mith.Trust. 25 minutes in, game set match for Mith.Trust. Really well played. Powerplay showed some early signs of life early on, as they were able to take down 5-0 early on in the game, but however, that's going to be it, as Mith.Trust now, they are going to push forward and take their first win of the group stages. So yeah, this was the Sea Dragon battle powered by MSI, sponsored by A-Data. You were watching Powerplay going up against Mith.Trust, a Thailand versus Philippines matchup. Mith.Trust getting their first game, Powerplay going 0-2 right now in the group stages. My name was TTC.articshadow, bringing you this cast. Tune into Dota hitbox.tv/Sea Dragon battle for more games, as I believe there will be games coming up here. I believe Insidious Idol is playing over on the other channel as well. So thank you for tuning in. My name was TTC.articshadow again. See you next time.